Welcome. You're listening to the University of Akron Marketing Podcast, sponsored by S3 Technologies.
Hello, welcome to the next episode of Taylor Blueprint. This is Tahi, and I'm here today with Andrea. Hello.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Andrea Scholz, and I'm currently a senior attending the University of Akron.
Oh, nice to meet you, Andrea. What is your social media app?
Yes, so my social media app would be called Tradely, and it's basically an app where you would be able to connect with people in the construction field and basically ask for advice on whether what tools you should use or how to do a certain task that you might be unsure on how to do. And of course, on the provider side, there would be different levels of expertise. So, for example, there would be more qualified people for more difficult tasks. And there would also be a forum side on the app where people would be basically able to ask questions to anyone.
I think that's very interesting and intriguing. Who would be your main target audience?
Yes, so on the consumer side, I would really want to target those DIY enthusiasts. So, for example, if you have a family member that's doing a fixer-upper house and might want to kind of cut costs as much as they can, and also on the provider side, I would ideally want to target veterans and people with disabilities who may be having a hard time trying to enter the workforce. So.
I see. Why would consumers and marketers get on board with your app?
Absolutely. So I believe it would kind of be a way for people, like I said before, who aren't easily able to enter the workforce compared to others, to be able to make at least some profit while also kind of feeling self-accomplished and helping others.
Oh, why do you think? What do you think makes this app differ from another app offering or doing similar things?
Yes, so I believe that's kind of the $1,000,000 question. But I kind of read an article from Inframanage that basically says over 500,000 veterans are actually employed in the construction industry. So I believe that Tradely can essentially serve as another way to produce income. And of course, Tradely would not actually charge veterans or disabled people provider fees to be able to show up as a provider. But of course, other providers would be charged a minimum fee per month to appear as a provider in their area. And of course, we can't forget about the consumers. Customers would be billed fairly, as amounts provider charges will be, of course, regulated by comparing average market prices according to the area that they live in. And also, not forgetting the forum side of the app, this would kind of compare to other forum apps that might be out there. This is specifically a designated app just for construction needs, and it would also show certified providers, so you'd know kind of trustworthy people, and you would only get replies from people who actually are in the industry and they are certified. And of course, ideally there would be some fast responses, as this is a designated app just for construction. And I would love to be able to create also a judgment-free zone for all of these questions. So really, there's no stupid questions to ask.
So, next question is, how does your app stay profitable while also supporting veterans?
Absolutely. So ideally in the future, I would want to be able to be sponsored by a department store, like for example, Lowe's or Home Depot. But basically, providers would be able to send tool suggestions specifically only from our sponsored company. So, for example, Lowe's. And of course, it would also send suggestions to consumers about nearby Lowe's stores and how many miles away it is from your home. And while this may not increase Lowe's sales, consumers will be able to recognize that, okay, Lowe's has these products that I might need, or the brands that I'm looking at. And as well as on the feeling side of this, it would really remove that anxiety of whether or not you're actually buying the correct product that you need. And it also saves time on research. Of course, when you want to purchase a product, you ideally want to do research on what brands would be good. So this would definitely save some time, even if the provider kind of says, yes, this is the brand you should be looking at. So, yeah.
I think this is an incredible app. I really need this.
Thank you.
Do you have anything more to share?
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a blast. Thank you very much.